The corridor where an Amtrak train derailed Monday was years in the making. But in recent months, officials were confronting a mix of deadlines. State transportation leaders had long ago envisioned the corridor would be refurbished by 2019, according to state records, but to collect federal stimulus money, construction had to be completed by mid-2017. The state then vowed to open the line this fall. Officials kept that promise, launching the new Point Defiance bypass route on Monday. But had they waited just a few more months, the service would have included a critical safety feature that automatically slows trains if they exceed speed limits. Investigators are still determining why the train went into a curve at 80 mph in a 30 mph zone before jumping the tracks, killing at least 3 people and injuring dozens more. But the accident raises questions about the decision to start the new passenger line before the safety technology, known as positive train control, was scheduled to be fully operational next spring. A spokeswoman for the State Department of Transportation did not have an immediate comment on why new higher speed service began before the safety system was fully activated. Sign up today for a free 30-day free trial of unlimited digital access. Congress had once mandated that computerized train control systems be in place by the end of 2015. Lawmakers later delayed that requirement until 2018, but one state official had said earlier this year he expected the system would be in place before we start service. If operator error was a factor, it would mark yet another fatal crash that could potentially have been prevented by positive train control, including Amtrak's worst accident in recent years, when a train derailed at more than 100 mph in Philadelphia in 2015, killing 8 people. Like Monday's accident, that train was going more than 50 miles over the speed limit when it derailed on a curve. Bob Chipkovic, a former director of railroad, pipeline, and hazardous materials investigations for the National Transportation Safety Board and now a consultant in the same field, said positive train control would have taken over the acceleration and braking, and stopped the train. I've seen too many accidents that could have been prevented on overspeed derailments with positive train control, he said. Monday's derailment occurred on the first regular service along a rebuilt corridor touted to cut travel time and add more round trips between Seattle and Portland. It was a key project in a larger overhaul of the network. David Smelser, a program manager on the rail project, told officials at a Lakewood Council meeting earlier this year that crews were pursuing 20 improvement projects along the rail line from the north part of the state to the south. Most were complete, but the bypass project, which would provide faster and more reliable service south of Tacoma, was still lingering. Sound Transit, the agency tasked with construction in some parts of that corridor project, wrote in documents in 2016 that the project is under a very aggressive schedule and that even a 1-month delay would have impacts. It noted that the state was under a deadline with the federal government to be reimbursed for costs.